If you've never sat for Jamb, then I think you should know this. The Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination is usually set in a technical way. Come rain or come shine, you're going to be given confusing questions in your examination. And amidst those confusing questions, you would also be given some confusing options. So in this video, I'll be showing you 3 techniques on how to answer any confusing questions that you see in Jamb. Plus, today, I'll be giving out the second episode of the Jamb Use of English Advanced PDF. So watch this video till the end. Guys, welcome to NG University's channel. If you're new to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. This is where we give examination guidelines, admission guidelines, and all the useful information that you need to ensure that you gain admission this year. So if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Now let's get started with the 3 tips I have for you on how to answer confusing questions in Jamb. The first thing to do when you get to the examination hall is to look through the questions that are presented to you. And you discover that most of the questions you think you know them, and most of the questions you think they are difficult. Apparently, the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board uses a technical structure in formulating the questions that are presented to students, especially the Jamb Use of English section. In the first instance, when you look through a question, you think you know it, but looking at the options, you're going to see some similar options that will make you feel confused on which of the options to pick as the answer to the given question. But if you use the techniques that I'm going to show you in this video, you'll be able to identify the correct option to any given question, no matter how confusing they tend to appear. Now, the first thing to do, you need to ensure that you're competent for such an examination. And that is to say, you have to study grammatical structure and how they tend to be used in sentences. This tip will specifically help you in the Jamb Use of English section. Now, this is what to do. When you're studying your textbooks, make sure you have a dictionary by your side. When you come across vocabularies or words that you're not used to, make sure you go through the dictionary and check for the meaning of those words. For such words, have them written in a jotter. You're going to come across many new words when you're studying your textbook. Confusing questions and confusing options is what makes Jamb examination unique and very difficult to pass. Now, it is still easier for you to answer those confusing questions if you have a good knowledge of words. That being said and done, let me give you the second technique to use in the examination. When you come across a confusing question in any particular subject, all you have to do is use the elimination technique. Now, don't forget the first tip that I shared with you, that you have to know the meaning of words. Now, let's assume that you're given a question, and this question has some confusing options. If you get 4 options to a question, start by removing the options that you think they are likely not to be the correct option. Now, when you remove them one after the other, you should arrive at a particular answer. Now, the third technique entails you using the keyword structure to determine the correct option. To every given questions, there's going to be a keyword. To simply put, the center of the question. Now, using the keyword, you can determine the correct option to any question. A keyword in a question is the focus of that question. Like, what is this question centering about? What is this question trying to pull out? What is the object that this question is placing in front of you, or the figure? Now, what topic is this question trying to talk about? And what idea can you get when you look through the question? From all this, you will be able to ascertain exactly the correct option to any particular question. This could be a question: what gender is John? A, boy. B, girl. C, homosexual. D, none of the above. Not to be funny, you can get a question in that nature because Jamb is very used to setting silly questions. If you look carefully at the question, you are going to be able to identify the keyword. There are 2 keywords in this question. 1, John. Gender can be a grammatical class acting as a noun, but that is where the question is centralizing on, like John and gender. The question again is, what gender is John? And we are trying to use a third technique, which is identify the keywords. And I'm telling you now that there are 2 keywords in the question, which is John and gender. Using the keywords, a layman can identify the correct option to this question. John, the first keyword, sounds male-like. Here we are looking at the gender of John. From the word John, it is very rare for a female to bear the name John. So we can conclude that the correct option to this question is a male. This is only a kind of an example. The question can come in any form, and I'm just trying to give you a picture of how to use keywords to identify the correct option that you are given in the question. Simultaneously using the first, the second, and the third technique, you'll be able to get the correct option in Jamb. In my next video, I'm going to be showing you more tips, and I'll show you that you're going to be passing Jamb this year. So make sure you check out my next video. As promised, we are giving the second episode of the Jamb Use of English Advanced PDF. Drop your email address and your name by commenting to this video. You can find the comment section by scrolling down to the end of this video. When you drop your email and your name, and we are going to send you the second episode of the Jamb Use of English PDF. Alternatively, you can contact us on WhatsApp through the number that you're seeing on the screen. That is if you're unable to find the comment section. Now we want the best for you. We want to make sure that you score very high in Jamb this year. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel.
Just click on the subscribe button below and click on that small bell, that black bell beside it. So anytime we upload a new video, you will receive a notification. If you watch this video and refuse to subscribe, then you are suffering from anti-subscriber meningitis.
What does that mean?
Do I know?
Please don't mind him. Just pity him and subscribe. Thank you.